I got Toby Openshaw himself. When did you take the first shot of this series?
This is pretty much the first shot of the series. Ada was one of the first girls who agreed to be interviewed and to have her photo taken. And this was just after I got my first digital XLR camera. I started taking her picture. And she has been one of my subjects for a long time.
Really? I've always wanted to ask you this. How do you do it?
Right. Okay, it's not easy. Okay, many girls say no. All right.
That's right.
Out of every 100 that I ask, I get 2 that say yes.
Okay.
But I build up a relationship first as a customer. I stop by, say hi, buy some coffee,
so
buy
you
some
frequent
cigarettes.
You frequent the right on.
Absolutely, every morning when I drive to work. So girls get to know me. They can know me as the white Warren who stops by and says hi.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
And then I have a Chinese assistant, Joy, and she comes with me when I figured out this girl is going to be a good subject. She comes with me.
You want to take it to the next level with her, yeah.
Non-threatening way, she will chat to the girl and explain what we're trying to do. And she's gorgeous, man.
She is gorgeous.
And look here, in the side, you see the eyes.
Oh, is this her? This is her.
This is her too.
Very, very, very pretty.
She's lovely.
I briefly blew through your photos once, and I loved them all, but this is the one that I do remember being. Okay, let's go that way a little bit. What city is this in?
This is in Taiwan, so this is Shaoqing. She's, since my exhibition went up in Taipei, she's become quite famous. Lots of people stop by her, they've seen her on TV now.
Excellent.
Her business has grown much better. And in fact, the stalls around her are complaining because we didn't cover them.
Ah, that's awesome. How about this one?
To me, it looks like a ship sailing in the night, and this girl standing on the bows. It's kind of a bit of a Titanic moment there, almost.
I love it.
I just thought the composition and the girl, the light and everything was just really cool.
I love it. The lighting is gorgeous. And this one, wow, she's not wearing a lot, is she?
No, she's just got a great body, quite frankly.
That's quite okay.
She's in Judong. Okay, this is quite an interesting story. There's this girl, her name is Annie. She's an ex-Beamline girl. And she goes around Taoyuan with her car with lots of clothes in the back. And so she stops at the Beamline stores. And the girls try the clothes.
I want to talk to her.
Over their clothes and everything. And they try out all the different outfits. I have a whole series of them. One evening I managed to catch them. And they were all trying out the outfits there and so on. So that's her business now.
That's cool, dude. And she's definitely got her own business going on this one, yeah.
This is Sally. I love Sally. She's always just bright and chirpy and cheerful. She's over 30 already, and she's been doing it for a long time. And she's just one of the, just very open and just not shy. She doesn't. She loves what she does.
Okay, now I've heard a rumor. Okay, when I used to live in Nantou, the Beamline girls were always on the phone. Okay, they're always on the phone. And I was told by somebody that they've actually, some of them work for sex lines while they're there. Have you ever heard of anything like that?
Yeah, for sure. I've heard all the stories.
I mean, I'm not assuming they always are whenever I see one on the phone. But I've heard stories that it has happened, like they're working that job at the same time.
So I've heard all the stories, and of course. Some of it might be true, but
I won't make a comment on that. Just curious if you'd ever heard that. Yeah.
For sure.
Okay, go on. Yeah.
In the area where I live and where I've taken these photos, these girls for sure sell Betelnut, coffee, cigarettes, whatever, and nothing more. I've never been offered anything more than that by any of these girls.
Yeah, they're classy, man. I can tell. They're nice. She's pretty too. Doing some maintenance. Keeping it up. Very pretty, doing her work.
This one is a nice shot. I really like this one because I didn't actually know that she knew I was taking the shot. And it's only really when I started blowing it up that I realized she was looking right at the camera. And I just love her whole expression is kind of, yeah, so I'm here, that kind of thing.
Yeah, she's definitely looking straight at you.
And this is Shaoqing's partner who does the night shift, so it's the same store. And just one night I stopped and I saw she was having some discussion with this guy, and there was definitely some flirting going on there. It was just really a nice moment that I tried to catch there.
Hey, here's another thing. What do they usually talk about? You know, when I drive down the street and the girls leaned into some Mitsubishi Lancer's window,
right,
and she's leaning in there, and they seem to talk for a good few minutes there.
Right.
What do you think they usually talk about?
No, it's just chit chat. You know, it's really, I mean, their business, their job is to give you a little bit of a lift for your day, you know. So it's just, so he'll say, the guy will say things like, oh, you're so cute, and she says, oh, thank you very much, you're so handsome, and he'll say, so what's your number? And she says, no, I'm not going to give you my number, you know, and it's just flirting, it's just chit chat. You know? But many times they know their customers, they have regular customers, so they'll probably have actual things like, so how's it going with your whatever it is that they were talking about the last time. And then this one is a very good one. Everybody always mentions that all the elements here. You know, this is a sign for a pawn shop, so it says everything of value is sold here. This guy just walking by, you know, is used to this thing. This girl, her whole expression.
That's definitely Nankan.
Waiting for customers, that's right. This girl chatting to the guy on the scooter, the 7-Eleven sign, the other girl just waiting there. So this really kind of encapsulates the whole business, the whole feeling of being out there on the street, wearing little clothes, and having to get through the night, you know.
You've got your video trailer playing over there on the right, I see.
I mean, the video is actually where this whole thing started, you know.
I had a feeling that might have been...
Yes, so the video has been going for more than 6 years, actually. And so we're definitely hoping to get a broadcaster to give us the budget to actually complete the film. And because of the publicity for this part, we actually are talking to some
Well, we will help you as much as we can.
Thank you very much.
I think we can. I think
we're talking to some people now, so it's looking positive.
Yeah, that's great. Well, we want to be those people too.
So, you know, this is just really the late night Betelnut Girl sitting on the phone, chatting to her friends.
That is very typical, that's about as typical of a shot as you're going to see on a regular basis.
That's right. But then you watch the photo a little bit, you watch the photo a little bit and start looking, and you'll see this sign says, let's improve the image of our business. Right? This is in Taiwan. These people are trying to improve the whole stature of their business. And in the corner here, if you zoom in there, you'll see the Louisville Slugger, which is there in case customers get difficult.
Good idea.
Okay, and this is Dina, so she's taking out the trash for a guy. They'll do that for you. They'll take out your trash for you.
Nice.
And just a really nice crisp shot, which I really like.
What else we got?
Here we've got Amy, and this picture just shows.
Look at that, you're inside
the
there, you little bastard.
That's right, so I'm just taking from the inside out, and you can see she's got a book there. She does night school, she goes to night school, and you'll see she has a stopwatch there. So the betelnut goes into the water and has to stay in there for a specific period of time, so she's got a little alarm clock going there. And just all the little bits and pieces that make up a Betelnut Girl's day.
And there's her heater, of course.
Yeah, for sure.
They've always got their little heater on their legs.
Okay, and this is also a typical late night Betelnut Girl. I just love the whole composition of the shot, the clothes, everything.
Yeah.
Just really, and her whole expression, you know, it's late at night, you know. And then this is my little Amy group. Amy is actually kind of shy, typical for many Betelnut Girls actually. They stand there wearing very little clothes, but at heart they're actually pretty shy. It's kind of this paradox. And so when I come in there to take pictures, she's always very quiet. She just lets me get on with my pictures and she goes on with her work. And here particularly, it's interesting to see the reaction of the customer. You know, so just that interaction that goes on there is something that always interests me. Okay, and here we're back to the famous Nankan strip. This is the Armani shop, and so this is the night shift, and then this is the day shift down here. And you'll see it's very cold. It was very cold at this time, but the girls are wearing their jackets, but they're still wearing very little in terms of on their legs. And this is little Shaxing again. She's a real sweetie, and she always has something to say to the customer.
I like the one. I like how you got the other girl. Just in the composition is just great, dude.
Okay, and then this again, the same booth that we saw before. the two girls together, and very much typical nighttime shot.
So there it is, the real Taiwan and Toby Openshaw at the river in Chungli.